Matt wants Sharon and Nick to play a game for Noah's life. Recap. On today's The Young and the Restless recap. Matt toys with Sharon about Noah on The Young and the Restless. Sharon and Matt are in her hotel room. Sharon wants to talk about Matt, but he pivots to Noah, calling him all kinds of names. Sharon says she and Nick are proud of their kind and decent son. Matt is all kinds of skeptical, saying how hard he tried with Noah and he relayed him by sleeping with his wife. Sharon said she knew nothing about Noah's relationship with Sienna. If they had, they would have told him to run. Matt scoffs by the idea of Nick and Sharon respecting family values. Sharon says whatever Noah did to Matt pales in comparison to what he did to her and others. She leans in and raises her voice, saying Sienna clearly wanted a way out of their sham marriage. Such a marriage is the only relationship anyone could have with a sanctimonious bastard like him. Matt gets close to Sharon's face and warns her not to provoke him. Previous The Young and the Restless recap. Esther teaches Holden a lesson about Catherine Chancellor. Sharon calms and says they both know what they think of each other. She knows he is angry and begs him to take her and leave Noah out of it. Matt is only interested in Noah as he is the guilty party. Sharon says she would do anything to save her son and is no longer the same person he tormented years ago. She implores him again to take her as she is the one he really wants. Matt snaps, demanding she get Nick to the room and then he will tell them how they alone can save their son. What did you think of today's episode? Sound off in the comments and watch the video clip below. Keep checking back for the latest The Young and the Restless recaps. This story was originally reported by Daytime Confidential on November 21, 2025, where it first appeared in the Young and the Restless section. Add Daytime Confidential as a preferred source by clicking here. The warehouse smelled like a mix of rust, old rainwater, and something too metallic to be innocent. A single bulb buzzed overhead, casting a cone of sickly yellow light onto the cracked concrete. Outside, night pressed against the walls like a living thing, too dark, too quiet, holding its breath. And in the center of the room, tied to a bolted chair, head slumped forward, Noah. Sharon's heart stopped when she saw him. His curly hair was matted to his forehead, his wrists bound behind him. The rise and fall of his chest was shallow but steady. He was alive. Noah, she shouted, trying to run to him, but a thick arm shot out in front of her. Slow, collected, and smiling. Not the smile of an old friend. The smile of a man who has finally closed a trap he built in secret. Not yet, Matt said, almost amused. We're not ready to start the game. Nick stepped beside Sharon, fists clenched, jaw locked. What did you do to him? Matt spread his hands, as if this were all embarrassingly dramatic. Nothing that won't be undone. Assuming you two play along. He walked a slow circle around Noah, tapping the back of the chair like a judge deciding a sentence. The sound echoed, sharp and cold. See, Matt continued, I realized something. You two pretend you care about Noah more than you care about yourselves. His voice dropped, turning almost childlike. But how far does that go? What happens when someone forces you to prove it? Sharon felt her pulse thundering in her ears. Noah's kidnapping had already been a nightmare. Anonymous messages, taunting instructions, the frantic search. But she hadn't known Matt was behind it until this very moment. Nick clearly hadn't either. How long have you been planning this? Nick growled. Matt tilted his head thoughtfully. Long enough to know every weakness you have. Long enough to know exactly how to make you break. He clapped his hands once, cheerful, theatrical, out of place among the dripping rafters and scattered debris. Let's begin. Round 1. Truth. A small metal box was placed on the ground between Sharon and Nick. Its lid clicked open, revealing a single red button. Matt leaned against the wall, crossing his arms. Truth round. Only one of you can answer. Whoever hits the button first will be the one who must tell the truth. Nick shot Sharon a glance. Don't answer anything he asks. He'll twist it. Matt sked. Rules are rules. If neither of you volunteer within 10 seconds, he gestured to Noah, I raise the stakes. The seconds ticked. Sharon's breath caught. Nick's jaw tightened. On instinct, fear or courage or sheer desperation, Sharon slapped the button. Matt's eyes lit up. Sharon plays. Nick hissed through his teeth. Why would you? She was going to pick one of us either way, Sharon snapped softly. At least this way, I get to control the answer. Matt walked forward, hands behind his back like a kindergarten teacher. Sharon, sweet, loyal Sharon, he leaned close enough for her to smell the sourness of his breath. Do you love Nick? Sharon froze. The question hit like a brick. This wasn't part of saving Noah. This was Matt reaching into her life, twisting emotional knives he had no right to touch. Nick stiffened beside her. Sharon swallowed. This has nothing to do with. It has everything to do with everything, Matt said. 5 seconds. Her throat burned. Her eyes prickled. She knew the truth. Nick knew it. And maybe, somewhere deep inside, Noah knew it too. Yes, she whispered. Then louder, steady, hiss. I do. A strange flicker crossed Nick's face, a mix of shock and something softer, but he didn't speak. Matt's grin widened. Lovely. Round 1 complete. Round 2, pain. Matt dragged a heavy duffel bag into the light. From it, he produced 3 objects, a leather belt, a small knife, and a taser. This round is very simple, Matt said. Pain can be given or taken. One of you must choose to hurt yourselves or hurt each other. If neither of you picks, Noah pays. Sharon's stomach twisted. Nick stepped forward immediately. I'll take whatever you want. Leave her out of it. Sharon shoved him back. Absolutely not. We do this smart, not noble. Oh, I like this, Matt chuckled. Who sacrifices more? Who suffers more? The hero, he nodded at Nick, or the confessed lover? Sharon glared. Pick the task. Matt lifted the taser. 10 seconds on the thigh. Delivered by the other player. Nick shook his head violently. No. I'm not tossing you. And I'm not tossing you, Sharon retorted. Their standoff grew, thick as smoke. Matt counted down. 10, 10, 8. Sharon grabbed the taser before Nick could react. Fine. I'll take it. No. Nick reached for her wrist. But she had already placed the metal prongs against her own leg. She pressed the trigger. Her scream tore through the warehouse, primal and sharp. Her legs spasmed uncontrollably, the jolt throwing her to the ground.